All right. You should all be here. Well, not all of you, but a couple of you should be here. Let me go goof around on some things here real quick while we're waiting. Do do do. Ba da ba da da. It's a winning streak, everybody. It is a winning streak. Alright, so there's that. All set. And let's go live. Bam. What's up, guys? I'm bored, I'm on vacation, and I am chatting with you. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out, but Kings win. I don't know why you're on my analytics here. Sorry, there you go. Kings win. There's an official winning streak going on right now. Ye freaking ha. And seriously, how happy are we? I mean, honestly, this is good times. 102-100 is your final. The Kings made it interesting, but they end up beating Philly at home 102-100. Had a weird feeling about this game, seriously, for a while now. This Philly team is just the type of team that would give us fits for no reason other than there's a bunch of guys on this team that are just young and silly and good enough to give the Kings fits, especially Joel Embiid. How fun was that? How fun is this guy? 8 turnovers on the night, but 25 points, 8 boards, a couple of steals, as you see right there. Look at that. Joel Embiid was just freaking phenomenal. And if you didn't hear DeMarcus say after the game, he said, what did he say? I like this kid. I don't compliment a lot of people in this league, but this kid has a chance to be the best big in the league after I retire, of course. So there's that. Ersan Ilyasova, how about him? 7 of 12, 17 points. Rudy Gay, 7 of 16. I know that's that's going to be a very controversial topic because the Kings were winning without him, and then there were times tonight where it seemed like they weren't going to win with him. But 17 points. He was the second leading scorer. Garrett Temple, 12 points, 4 assists in 20 minutes. And then there's DeMarcus Cousins, 10 of 20. That's 50% from the field. 7 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 30 points. So weird. This is where plus minus is funny, though. Costa Koufos was plus 20 on the evening. DeMarcus Cousins was minus 11. So I guess what we take from that is that DeMarcus Cousins had, a much worse game than Costa Koufos. See, that makes absolutely no sense to me right now. Let's go to the standings now. And by the way, you guys can leave comments if you're watching on YouTube. You can leave comments in the YouTube chat. I also have my Twitter up too, so you can ask questions. Leave stuff in the Twitter, on the Twitter as well, at Carmichael Dave. It's at the it's actually right above me, right above the YouTubey thing. I'm gonna start doing this. I'm honestly just kind of goofing with it right now. I'm learning this software and how to make this stuff. So I'm just designing some screens and doing some stuff because I'm bored. I'm on vacation and I'm freaking bored. So that's what I'm doing here. So. Like I said, if you have questions, at Carmichael Dave, and you can subscribe right here if you want to see some more stuff. Anyways, standings: the Kings 14 and 17. They have won 4 in a row, and they are currently a full game now ahead of the Nuggets. Look at the Trailblazers. The Blazers have lost 6 in a row. They've lost 9 of 10, and they're down to 13 and 20, and that's who the Kings have next to try to make this a 5-game winning streak. But they're currently a game ahead of Denver. What's interesting, let's look at the schedule here. You guys should, I hope, be able to see this on the left as well. I'm not sure how well that comes through on the stream, but it should look okay. Kings right now, look at that, 4 wins in a row. Woo! So 4 wins in a row. And then Portland, that's Wednesday, day after tomorrow. I will actually be there making a little road trip with some buddies. So, like I said on Twitter, I'll be yelling at Myers Leonard for that whole deal. Portland tried to make it 5 in a row, and then here's what's interesting is Memphis after that at home. Now they just beat Memphis, right? So that should be just fine. That's an easy win, right? Right? Yeah. And then at Denver, who's technically worse than the Kings. Then home against Miami. So let's get out of this whole L.A., Golden State, Cleveland 3 for 4 at home, which sucks. Okay, we'll just get to that. They have an opportunity. I'm not gonna say they have an 8-game winning streak because that's just getting that's being greedy. They almost lost to Philadelphia at home. I'm not trying to be a total idiot here. What I will say is that their next 4 games before they get to the Clippers, the next 4 games are very winnable. I don't think they'll be. I always go by Vegas odds. I don't think they'll be favored in Portland, but it'll be a couple of points. They'll probably be slightly favored at home by Memphis, maybe a point or 2. They could be favored in Denver, and they should be favored against Miami. In fact, let's look at Miami. What are they? Miami is 10-21. 10-21. Kings are 14-17. So I'm not trying to get all silly stupid here, guys, but the 3 out of the next 4 teams the Kings play, have worse records than the Kings. And Memphis, what is Memphis? I know they're better, but Memphis is 20. Yeah, Memphis is 20-13. So not there yet. So I'm not saying 8-game winning streak. What I'm saying is they should, and by should you can never apply should to the Kings, but they should win 7 of 8. They should win 7 of 8. Man, I don't know what to do. I said earlier, and I'm not joking about this, the Kings have not lost since I went on vacation. If the Kings continue to win, and when you think about it, they could very easily, if they beat Portland and Memphis, they're probably going to win in Denver. Then I'm going to have a long talk with my boss. I don't want to miss work because I'm not back until next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow. But dude, you do not ever mess with a winning streak. Come on, what did Crash Davis teach us all in Bull Durham, right? So again, you guys can chat below. Oh, Bill's got a couple questions here or comments. You can chat below, right there. That's on the YouTube feed, or just go on my Twitter page, or if you have my number, text me. Like I said, I'm just kind of testing this around. Oh, we got 19 people watching. Okay. Love where we are, but we need a starting point guard. Collison's a stanky dingleberry, and Koufis the doofus won't cut it. That's interesting. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at tonight's box score, okay, Bill? And this is usually, I don't get too caught up in stuff when it comes to starter, bencher, whatever. Half the time, I get it. Sometimes it's a big deal. But in this case, let's just look at the Kings point guard play tonight. Now, if we're just counting Lawson and Collison, and you should because it's 48 minutes between the two of them. All right, they were 8 of 18. Okay, 8 of 18 with 21 points, 8 assists, 5 boards, 3 steals, and 5 turnovers. Now that's 8 of 18 is nothing crazy. I get it, but if we had a starting point guard, he had 21 points, 8 boards, and 3 steals, or 8 assists and 3 steals, we'd be fine with that. As long as it looks like Collison and Lawson right now are kind of platooning. Collison's getting the start. He's the incumbent. I get that. And I think that's kind of how it has to work. Not that Lawson doesn't want to start, but I think Collison would be really pissed if he wasn't starting. And Lawson knows that he kind of has to earn his way back in. So, Bill, I don't really have a crazy issue with that right now. It might rear its head, but remember, they still have Rudy Gay kind of dangling. I don't know that they were a better team tonight with Rudy Gay. I kind of feel like they weren't a better team tonight with Rudy Gay. He had 17 points, I get that, but again, it just seems like the ball moves a lot freer without him. So if they can pull anything for Rudy Gay, that's interesting. So, anyways, let me see. Let me check and see what's going on. I guess I could do this with you guys, huh? Let me see. Let me go to. I'm just learning this. You're all learning it with me. So relax, all 19 of you. I'm gonna try to go to Twitter with you. Notificate. Jesus, 44 notifications. All right, mentions. See if people have questions. 4 in a row. That's nice. Did anybody watching the games hear that dumb shit with the? Oh, sorry if there's kids watching. That was screaming during the free throws. Driving me freaking nuts. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, just a lot of people very, very, very happy about the Kings win here, which is cool. Which is absolutely cool. Just keep winning. While I did appreciate seeing Rudy play, it did seem kind of awkward with him on the floor. The flow didn't seem good. Interesting that Collison was in at the end instead of Lawson. Ty has been killing it. I mean, it's hard to. Some of Jaeger's moves have been goofy, but I honestly think, I don't know. I trust Dave Jaeger so far. I trusted George Karl too, but something about Dave Jaeger. I feel like he's trying to feel this team out, you know. You muted your television when they shot the free throws. Yeah, and it was a Philly fan. It had to be, because I wasn't hearing that when the Kings were shooting free throws, and that might have just been a microphone situation. But, God, I wanted to punch. I'm not a violent person, but I wanted to punch that person. Oh, sorry. My dog got scared. I just wanted to punch that person right in the freaking face. Let's see. Bill, want to chase Utah, Memphis, Oklahoma City for the 5-7 spot. We have to upgrade a point guard and shooting guard. If we do, my gonads will be electric with excitements. See, here's the thing, Bill. I don't disagree. I think they definitely need to make a move. But how often do you see... Think about this, guys. How often do you see trades being made around this time of year? I mean, seriously, how often do you see trades being made this time of year? It's usually around February, and then the summertime is when everybody changes teams. So I think what's going on right now is, Jaeger's figuring out a new team. It's new to him. It's also got over the half the roster that was turned over, a lot of new guys. So I think he's figuring it out. I think there's also some guys he has in mind. And if you follow the ball closely there, you can see who he doesn't want or who are on the fence that will probably be gone. But there's a difference between wanting them gone and wanting them gone and being able to get something. Like, for example, they could have traded Rudy Gay already. Okay, they could have traded Rudy Gay, but what are they? You want to try to maximize value, and right now you don't have major injuries on a lot of teams. So somebody's going to get injured. Somebody's going to piss off their coach. Somebody's going to do something that's going to increase value for Rudy Gay. Right now, they don't want to trade him just to trade him. That's the bottom line. Rod, any idea if front office is trying to trade Rudy with the recent success? It seems ball movement and overall fluidity is better when he's out. I don't have an inside line of the front office. It's not like Vlade calls me and says, Dave, I'm trying to trade Rudy Gay. But I think it's pretty safe to say, like we were just talking about, that they're open to offers for him. They're listening. They're making inquiries. But you don't want to just trade the dude to trade the dude. At some point, they probably will. I would be really surprised if Rudy finished the year with this team. But who knows? Just a couple things, because we got a lot of new people watching. I'm on vacation. I'm goofing off. I kind of hacked this gamer software because I want to try to do different things, sports-wise, just for fun. So bear with. I want to be able to follow along with you guys. I want to be able to do FaceTime calls with people like Katie at some point to bring them in. I want to start playing videos and talking along the highlights. So, in fact, let me see if I can do one right now. And again, you guys are all kind of like a test run for me, so forgive me on this. Let me see if I can play this that I had. You guys tell me if you can hear it or not. Here's DeMarcus Cousins.
Matchup tonight against a very young, up-and-coming center in this league. What was that like? What are your thoughts on Joel Embiid?
Oops, sorry. I full screened that. That's my fault.
A very young, up-and-coming center in this league.
Hey,
what was that
hold
like?
on.
What are you...
Wow, I tried to go full screen for you guys. Sorry. Let me try this one more time.
When you look at things like the matchup tonight against a very young, up-and-coming center in this league, what was that like? What are your thoughts on Joel Embiid?
I don't give a lot of people props, but I like that kid a lot, man. I think he got a great chance of being the best big in this league after I retire.
After I retire. By the way, that awesome taping job was on me. Thank you. I appreciate your feedback. Okay, hey, so while we're talking a couple things, so you can ask questions in the YouTube chat, which a lot of people are. You can go right up here is my YouTube account. You'll find mostly like little kid videos of my kids and stuff. But you can subscribe to that. I think there's a way where it can alert you if there's live streams, and I'm probably going to start doing a lot more of these. And then help me out. Some of you are. So could you hear that audio okay? And just as importantly, could you see it? It probably wasn't perfect. I'm not looking for perfect, but was it buffering a ton or jerking a ton, or were you able to see DeMarcus and Katie talking and hear it pretty clearly? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, thank you, Rod. Okay, Rod says yes. King's Brass needs to extend DeMarcus Cousins. Let's talk about that real quick. And again, you can also ask questions in the Twitter on my Twitter account. There is zero reason for DeMarcus Cousins to sign an extension right now, and he knows that, and the Kings know that. I don't know if they've had conversations or not already. I'm sure they have. But there's no reason for him to sign an extension over the summer. I would be very, very, thank you, Nathan. I would be very surprised if he didn't get maxed out this summer. Whether they trade him or not, I'd be very surprised if they didn't max him out. Because if they do max him out, number one, they get the security of knowing they can keep him. But they also give other teams the security, for those in the trade DeMarcus camp, of knowing that they're not trading for a rental. And knowing that right now the Kings can offer him significantly more, including an extra year, and much more per year and over the life of the deal. I think it was something like $60 million more to stay with the Kings. I would be really surprised if I would be floored, shocked, and any other thing you can find in this thesaurus. I'd be shocked if DeMarcus left the Kings. I would be. So let's say I'm 99% sure DeMarcus Cousins would re-sign with the Kings. I'm like 95% sure that the Kings would max out DeMarcus. Because again, even if you want to trade him, now you don't have to worry about trading him and him being a rental. You see what I'm saying? So, but it doesn't make, for those of you wondering why haven't they extended him? There's no reason to right now. Let's see. Okay, you guys all said the video was smooth. That's awesome. Silly, he just got home from the game and the arena was incredible. That's awesome. Isn't that arena awesome? Seriously. The arena's awesome. The crowd is awesome. I wonder if Rudy for Bledsoe is an option. I'd move him for Dragic too. Thanks, Bill. And thank you, Bill, again for the comments. I don't think Bledsoe's an option. I actually think Dragic would maybe be more of an option. Just because of the contract, not because one's a better player than the other. You have to remember contract as well. Could mean as much, if not more, than how good the player is. So that's interesting, but you're still focused on, God, you know who I wish Miami would give up is Justice Winslow. That would be so freaking amazing. So okay, I know we still have some. There's still some questions and stuff. I wasn't going to do this all night, but I wanted to say. So I'll probably do this a few more times during the week, and then I just like to start doing some post game stuff, and just if something crazy happens, to be able to go on this. We're at my house, obviously, because I have my dog. During the break, this was a guest room that my wife and I cleared out to. I wish I could pan around and show you guys all the stuff I have here. This behind me is eventually going to be a green screen, so I hope I can actually come to you guys from like Tahiti or a jail cell or something. So there's that. And I'm trying to figure out a way to be able to do this on. Right now, the stuff I'm hacking only does this for YouTube. Is anybody out there watching on a mobile, by the way? And can you hear me? And could you hear the sound that I was playing on the computer? Okay. So, like in the future, I'll have like I'll be able to run through not just my Twitter feed, but also be able to load up videos, different things we can talk about, different things we can check out, and just kind of surf around online. You heard through the link on Twitter, but you didn't see a chat option. The chat option, I think, is only on YouTube, but you can come at me through the Twitter feed, and it should be okay. So tomorrow morning, just let me give these guys a plug. Katie and D-Lo, and I think Jason Ross will be filling in for myself, and I believe Nate's gone this week as well. And Katie does tomorrow and Wednesday, and then she's gone Thursday, Friday. So thanks to D-Lo for filling in and making that happen, and of course the great and powerful Jason Ross. So tune into them 6 to 9 a.m. and then I will be back on. In a week from tomorrow, if the Kings lose between now and then. So stay tuned to this and just watch my Twitter and Facebook feed, and we'll do a couple more of these as I figure out a way to do. Maybe we'll do a mobile one tomorrow, because I have this on my laptop as well. But for those of you who tuned in, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much for checking it out. And I hope if you have any feedback or anything, just get me at Carmichael Dave. And let me know what you think. So, yeah, take care, and I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas, and I think we'll do this week, a little bit later. So, Nacho says bye-bye. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Wow, dog abuse. Right as you guys are watching, bye. Say bye. Look, you're okay, huh? Bye-bye. Wow, now I'm going to go love on my dog for a while. Poor thing. Okay, see you guys later. Bye-bye.